Hey guys, welcome back. CSGN here, and news today that I don't think any of us thought we would hear today, or really ever hear again. NFL and 2K Games reach an agreement, a multi-year partnership for development of NFL 2K titles. One thing I want to state at first, it should be entirely clear that this is not an agreement for simulation football just yet. Granted, one could say what's exactly sim about Madden, but this is definitely the start of something really interesting. Usually by now, you think the NFL would have announced that 2K or EA, I should say, they sold the rights to make Madden games and all that stuff exclusively. The agreement between the NFL and Electronic Arts for that department of games, that is up in 2022. So I think it's interesting to see here in 2020 them to basically announce this. You still have a Madden game this year and a Madden game next year. And then after that, not exactly sure. So that's really interesting. We have this story here, and I'm just going to read it off for you guys. This is from The Hollywood Reporter. The NFL has entered into a new multi-year partnership with video game publisher 2K Games, which will encompass multiple upcoming titles. Financial terms of the deal were not disclosed. The partnership returns NFL games to 2K, which is behind the NBA 2K and the WWE 2K franchises for the first time in over 15 years. 2K previously published the NFL 2K series from 1999 to 2004. The NFL has had a deal with Electronic Arts, EA Sports publishing label, dating back to 2004, resulting in the popular NFL Madden franchise. Can you tell I just woke up? The new 2K NFL games are described as non-simulation football game experiences, and specifics on developers, exact titles, and release dates are yet to be revealed. However, current projects are already in early development and are slated to launch at sometimes in 2021. We're thrilled to be back in the business with the NFL in a partnership that will span multiple video games centered on fun, approachable, and social experiences, 2K president said. It's exciting to bring together 2K's expertise in creating award-winning sports titles with the NFL's renowned status as a world-class entertainment and sports organization. Expanding the NFL's presence in the world of gaming has been a focus for the league as we look to grow the next generation of our fan base, and reviving our partnership with 2K was a natural step in that effort, said Joe Ruggiero, Senior VP of Products at the NFL. 2K is a worldwide leader in sports video games with a proven track record of creating best-in-class, award-winning games, and we look forward to sharing more about the projects we are working on with them in the future. 2K has seen recent success with its NBA 2K franchise, with its most recent offering, NBA 2K20, selling more than 8 million copies. The game outsold Madden NFL 20 in 2019, the fourth consecutive year the NBA 2K franchise has done so. WWE 2K20, however, failed to meet parent company Take-Two Interactive Software's expectations. On Tuesday morning, EA Sports issued a statement regarding its relationship with the NFL. EA Sports is the exclusive publisher of NFL simulation games, and our partnership with the NFL and NFLPA remains unchanged. Our agreements have always allowed for non-exclusive development of non-simulation games on various platforms. Our commitment to NFL fans, which spans almost 30 years, has never been stronger, and we're having our biggest year yet. Madden 20 is the most successful game ever in the franchise, and new modes like Superstar KO and our Madden NFL esports broadcasts are growing the fan base. Not really. We'll be building on that momentum with more new and different experiences on more platforms with new ways to play in years to come. And that's basically it right there. So you have that statement. and all that's nice and good. But there is a more interesting tweet actually about this from Darren Rovell. I know Darren Rovell, bit of a meme, but in this tweet, he said that the NFL announces that it struck a deal with 2K to produce multiple video games in the future. Is this the end for Madden? Not necessarily. It just means there will be competition. EA's deal expires at the end of the 2021 season. Sources say the NFL is talking to others as well. So what does this all mean? Well, it means sometime next year, sometime this year, we'll definitely get a clearer picture of what 2K is exactly doing for the time being. But what I also think this says is that the NFL is definitely open to not sticking with electronic arts. And that is big news. Basically, to me, this feels like a warning shot that basically says these rights are up for grabs, I think. Maybe that's already been communicated through back channels before, but this is the first public thing we've heard from the NFL in forever that basically says, like, hey, these rights are up for grabs, in my opinion. And it could definitely mean, 2-3 years from now, we could have a non-EA simulation football game on the market that's NFL licensed. Who are the others they would be talking to? The only other I can think of, truthfully, this is just me, is possibly Sony Santa Monica, not Sony Santa Monica, San Diego Studios. They make the MLB games. That's the only one I can really think of who would have the money or interest in making an NFL game. I don't know if Activision has the ability to make an NFL football game. I think the NFL would be how do I say this? NFL would make sure whoever they went out and tried to get to make a game had the ability to do so, I think. And I think this is something that is really fascinating and really exciting. You saw that statement that EA put out, which is, of course they mentioned Superstar KO. I'm surprised they didn't mention Mutt in that. But who knows, maybe with the gambling thing, they don't want to mention Mutt. But that's what's keeping that series alive, and that's what's keeping that series afloat is Mutt. Not the esports stuff, not the Superstar KO stuff. It's Mutt. It's the Ultimate Team. It's the coins. It's all that other things. It's things like that that's keeping that game alive. But you saw in that statement with the NFL guy, where he talked about how 2K is world class and things like that. To me, that sounds really more than just, hey, you guys are making some arcadey games. Him saying that they're a world class studio, that they're world renowned, I think is just fascinating to hear, especially when you're in partnership with EA Sports. Like you said, we all know those routes for simulation come up in 2021. Or the deal ends in 2021. I mean, technically, theoretically, you would be possibly talking about extending those right now. They're not doing that. It really does feel like it's open. It's open for other studios. It's basically NFL saying, hey, you want to make an NFL game? Come get at us. 2K being back in it, assets take a long time to build up, and that's the advantage that EA has. They have all the stadiums, they have all the uniforms, they have all the players. Those are just assets that they have been able to build up over years. And it feels like this is the first time in a long time that that might not matter. It could be nothing. We could be sitting here in a few months seeing that that EA and NFL and the NFL have come to another exclusive agreement for another decade, so another console generation of no competition, but it doesn't feel like we're heading that way. It does feel like the NFL is at least somewhat aware of the fact that the Madden brand isn't the most positive received brand, and the NFL, they're not particular fans of that. The NFL is a world-class brand. They are a AAA brand if there ever is one. And you can make the argument that in terms of quality, Madden is it's a AA game. You know, it's a AA or single A game depending on the year, and maybe the NFL's just fed up with that. Maybe the NFL's like, hey, that MUT stuff's really cute, but we need more. We need this game to be, why is NBA 2K outselling us? That's another thing that you found in that article that I read that's really interesting, is the fact that NBA 2K has outsold the NFL's game 4 years in a row. The NFL's like, wait a minute, what the hell? We're paying you all this money, or we're not paying you all this money, but because, they have to pay, EA has to pay for the rights to do that, but it's like, we've given you exclusive license. We've given you the exclusivity that almost any other studio in the world would kill for, and you've just sort of grown stagnant, and you're not doing anything to grow the brand. That's another thing that was really interesting in that article. I'm sorry for rambling a bit here, but, they talked about how they wanted to grow this brand for new generations. Madden doesn't do that at all. I don't think Madden's bringing in that many new people. I think, the word is out on Madden, if you're a younger person, which is weird for me to say, but, the word's out on Madden. It's the same old. It's been the same game, but slight tweaks here and there. It's a step forward here, 2 steps back. And, it sounds like the NFL has finally had it with that. So, 12-minute video. I didn't think this was going to be that long, but either way, I just wanted to talk about that. NFL and 2K back together again. What do you guys think? Leave a comment, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.